Hello. Well, this is the journal about the unit Ethics and Professionalism. And firstly, I'm going to talk about my personal goal and my unit goal. Later, a reflection upon the unit, uh, and finally, a brief reflection about the teaching, the the teaching practice that has been through this unit. So my goal was settled in relation to the task, which was an oral presentation, and I wanted to um, develop my vocab as well as um, connectors and and ways to express myself accurately, um, with more complex structures and those kind of things. So I think that as could be witnessed in in the unit, in the classes. I try to speak a lot, speak as much as I could, giving my opinion. Although this unit, like uh, I had the impression that was more focused on language rather than in the reflection of the readings. That's another topic. Um, in the in this present these mini presentations that we did in classes, I think that I could explain myself well, using several complex language. Although I always get nervous when presenting like a formal task, as was this one. Um, I hesitate a lot, I think, and this thing of that always happened to me, and I need to improve this, but it's not something that happens to me like every time I speak. So that's an issue I need to I don't know, to solve somehow. Um, well, my unit goal was to reflect upon these ethical principles and to um like raise the ethical awareness that teachers need in while while teaching. Uh, and I think that I achieved this goal since, well, we are in labs, and there are many dilemmas that appears when going to the classroom and outside the classroom. Um, so I think that after learning from this unit, I can say that I hold the view that it is important as a professional to consider the ethical principles that constitute the common ground. In this regard, the review of these values and principles aid us to develop our ethical awareness, and this is crucial because we put on the table the beliefs that we carry with ourselves as individuals, whether religious, political, doesn't matter. And sometimes these two philosophical or moral dimensions collide. These principles that boundaries that teaching practices on all our own beliefs. And my own feeling on the subject in regard to the actual Chilean practice and with the Marco para la Buena Enseñanza is that the context is not uh, the context is not proper in order to like accomplish these principles and values that Marco para la Buena Enseñanza sets. For example, this domain uh, uh, which explained our our preparation for the classes. For example, teachers don't have time to prepare well classes and to prepare them in order to address every single learning style that students had in each classroom. Sometimes teachers had more than 45 students per class, and sometimes there have more than 6 classes to teach. So that it's a concern, a really concern, if our teachers are acting ethically in our context, according to Marco para la Buena Enseñanza. And now finally, in relation to the teaching practice, I think that my impression is that the unit was more focused on language than the last one. We went through several units from advanced grammar in use book, and we looked at them like briefly, and sometimes they might not got clear for us. Of course, we have our own autonomous work to do, but I don't think I am able to get like something that could help me to my teaching practice in the future. Thank you.